Normally, when I have to go to the bathroom and any of those kind of social gatherings, it's diarrhea because I'm petrified of being around people. So I'm blowing up the bathroom, and all these midsummer, like wispy hippie dress, like no shoes, Gwyneth Paltrow's are walking in and out of there as I'm again making a crime scene out of this nice bathroom. That was my first experience, and I'm just like, God, and I had to wait for people to leave because I didn't want to be seen because they knew it would be me.
Right, you never want to. You always hate if you're in a stall and you have shoes that can be identified later.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Someone's like,
Case
"Where do
in
I see
point.
those shoes?" That son of a bitch. That's the guy.
Okay. Fucking
Wait,
Antioch
wait.
Mall.
Oh.
Fucking okay, Antioch Mall,
To take
right?
off your shoes when you go in. Set them on the back.
Another shit story, guys. I've got them. I got shit stories. Antioch Mall.
This guy, shit.
7th grade, 8th grade, maybe. After a field trip, I was dressed nice in my dad's cowboy boots, which I never wear, but I was like, I need nice stuff. My dad's like, I don't know. Here's a shirt with a collar and my cowboy boots. And I'm like, bet, because we went to a fancy like dinner theater or something for.
Now, just to orient us here, you said 7th, 8th grade. You and I, you're about a year older than me. That means 7th, 8th grade for you was what? About 90? Is about 95, 96? We talking?
93, 94. Like Billy Ray Cyrus was still like a thing.
Okay. Speaking of mullets. Okay.
Roseanne was like the #1 show. You know what I mean?
That fact colors this entire scene for me. I apologize for stopping.
Fucking Stone Cold was a new movie with Brian Bosworth.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
This week's mention of Stone Cold.
Yeah. So I'm wearing cowboy boots, and me and Biscuits was a fucking punk ass kid. His dad was in prison for manslaughter. I hung out with punk ass kids.
Sounds legit.
I had a dump because we were walking around Antioch not getting any poon because we're in 7th grade, and both of us are dressed like future Chuck Norris.
And it's Antioch Shopping Center.
Yeah, Antioch Shopping Center. And I go to the bathroom, the fancy bathroom with like 12 stalls. I went to the very last one because I was embarrassed of pooping, because you should be, because it's a disgraceful act, even though we all do it.
Yeah,
they say everybody poops, but everybody doesn't have to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or
I love that I know this mall well enough that I know exactly what bathroom and exactly what stall you're talking about too.
So I'm in there grinding one out, looking at my cowboy boots, going, "What the fuck am I doing?" And then I hear from the other end of the bathroom, ugh. The fuck, dude? And then door open, kicks, and I'm just hearing all this noise happen, this violence happening at the end, and I'm just like, what the hell? And he's like, you fucking throw a pee at me, man? Liar. You fucking little liar. Stomp, clomp, 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 out of the room. I go to wash my hands, and my buddy Biscuits looking at me petrified, like he saw a ghost. And I was like, what the fuck was that? He was like, so I looked under the stall, and I thought it was you because of the cowboy boots. And so I took a piss in the next stall, and I was dipping toilet paper in it, and then just throwing it over at a random stranger who was like 30 and gonna murder me. A dude with a handlebar mustache. And I was like, holy shit. Just because of boots. So the shoe story, yeah. That's why, guys.
Oh my god.
Hush puppies. Circle it back.
And
just
a mall bathroom, which is already a place where you're like half on guard because it's the early 90s and like also for the viewers out there, I want everyone to be I would like to point it out just as pure trivia. The bathroom he's speaking of is, I would say, 30-40 feet from the original Showbiz Pizza. Yeah, in Antioch Shopping Center. So
it's when you leave Showbiz. Cool, it's the outdoor one, where like a lot of the employees went. It was the cleanest, and it was also kind of hidden.
Yeah. It's kind of off to the side.
It wasn't the main street. It was the executive suite of the bathrooms. Yeah. It's like when you find out like the code to the hotel door, executives, so like where the employees go on your floor that you work at. This is getting real specific. You go down there. You go down to the 4th floor where the bank is, because those fuckers don't shit at all. They're just tight ass.
Which, by the way, just as somebody that likes to go into such places, let me go ahead and just slip y'all this one. The numbers are faded on the digits that are the code, so just look for the faded and rubbed off digits,
you kind of randomize
and you can
it.
get into the non-public bathroom too.
I love this show based on the life hacks no one has access to or needs or asked ever.
Hey, you want to shit in the good stall?
Jason likes
Fairweather friends.
I like
this is what we call in the biz.
I'm not supposed to be. Whatever.
You know, anytime there's a learning moment, this is what we call in the biz a value add. So please like and subscribe to get more of this helpful content.
Are you looking to take a shit in the bathroom near the Showbiz Pizza at a mall that's long since collapsed on itself that no one goes to anymore?
And what the fuck is Showbiz? Oh, it was basically Chuck E. Cheese's dad. Cooler dad.
Chuck E. Cheese with a bear.
Yeah. If Showbiz was Bob Dylan, fucking Chuck E. Cheese with whoever the fuck that kid is in the Wallflowers or whatever the fuck that is.
I don't
know. But so yeah, just imagine, like, just put yourself in the shoes of this guy that's just sitting there, just taking his dump, doing what he's doing.
Also embarrassed, but he's like 20 years old. He's fucked before, so he's like, I mean, he's got more skin in the game.
Yeah, just regular ass dude. Like, he's paying his taxes, he's paying his rent,
paid his dues.
He's got his daily problems.
He earned that shit
out of nowhere. What is this? First of all, how long do you think it took him to go from like 0 to understanding the situation?
That's what I said. It escalated. I was just in there, and this is pre-cell phones. I'm just staring at the floor and twiddling my thumbs. You know what I mean? Clicking my boots, going ugh, right? And then I hear oh fuck, gross, dude. Like, and then kick the stall flips open. Big echo, because there's only us 3 in this entire thing.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure that this was, whenabouts this was taking place, because if you say 1993, 94, that tells me exactly what type of Billy Badass this is. And when you say he's kicking the door open, I'm seeing, every movie from that era of like a badass guy.
He's in Roadhouse. Motherfucker just came out of Roadhouse.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a visual. Yeah,
and now he's gonna beat up a seventh grader.
Yeah,
to death. He's gonna commit manslaughter.
And the courts will probably be like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I mean, he had it coming. What was it? P. Ew, dude. Ew.
And you had boots on. You had that mustache. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that kid. You're free to go.
Yeah, we'll put him
as judge now. Take the robe. I don't care. Here.
now, my second thought. Now, here's where we have a fork in the woods, and I'm trying to decide which direction to go here. First of all, I'm going to touch on one of these just because I feel like it would be we would be underserving that a dude with a handlebar mustache just chilling in a bathroom stall, hidden away bathroom stall at the mall. Yeah, that dude is cruising you messed up his cruising game that day.
No, I think he came in after
I'm not going to say with any certainty. I'm not shaming anybody. And just for some reason I hear a handlebar mustache and
taking a human boy shit. Like regardless of what his intent was, whether he's cruising or not, he was shitting was his activity, not cruising at that moment, because you can't cruise and shit simultaneously. I'm sorry. I mean, people say, "Oh, we're looking for a great multitasker." No, you're not, because it's not real. Okay, it's just confusing, and it makes you sweat. It makes you drink too much caffeine.
Funniest bit of thing, like if you ever instigate something with someone in a stall and they have to come out and confront you, they didn't wipe their ass. They're dealing with shit ass the whole time they're trying
to. Mud butt. He's mud butting that shit. But also,
the whole time they're trying to have a confrontation with you, you're like, "Yeah, dude, your underwear is getting ruined right now while we're talking about it." Like,
yeah, I feel like if my friend was a little bit older and maybe mouthed off a little bit, like if he was 15, 16, he would have been fucked up. He would have. One of those sinks would have been broken with his head. The dude would have,
like warrior style.
Exactly. He just broke the sink and walked off without wiping his ass.
He's just too mad at that point. Like, I'm not gonna touch my own.
Just like grab the dude by the hair and just wipe his ass.
Fuck that shit.
Kid's
I'm gonna
fucking face.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna air dry my dick right here in front of the fucking taco stand, fucking the in a tub, which they had an in a tub, and also the gyro. Is it gyro or ero? Whichever it is, they're gonna see my dick. Who cares? I'm a badass. I'm gonna walk into the arcade, steal that kid's $20. I'm getting real too specific. I got robbed for $20 at an arcade.
Am I to assume his dick was out?
That would have made it better. I think that's what's in my dreams.
Oh, so that was just artistic license.
That's me revising my own history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can we recast all of our trauma to be like, oh yeah, it was weird. He was touching my junk and touching my little tiny hole, and then but you know, and I turned around and it was Harrison Ford, so I was just like, you know, that's Indy. It's Indiana Jones.
I don't know if they want to be associated with those recastings.
No, I'm recasting my own brain. I'm making my own movies.
That's the thing.
I guess that would be a better,
right?
It's a joke I was working on once.
You know, at least my trauma has an all-star cast.
Right. Yeah. Against that star's will.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Cruise did not want to be the rapist in this reenactment, but he is. Are we watching this Elimidate thing? It's almost 10.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Also, yeah, Hush Puppies, anything brown, basically everything brown and ketchup, you're fine. Just.
I gotta sit and chew on that. Like, is it? Chocolate?
Yeah. Chocolate.
You get the salty and sweet.
It's like those chocolates that have like the raspberry kind of jelly in them, but it's just straight ketchup.
Oh, bullshit! Like, yeah, you go like, ooh, a chocolate treat, and it comes in your mouth. you didn't expect it.
You're like, oh, this is just piss.
Yeah, you just couldn't hold. No, wait. So back up. So your friend was gonna be your friend was gonna be throwing piss on you though.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck my friend. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was
that was intended for you all along. Okay.
Yeah. He was a shithead, and I was a shithead.
Adolescent male friends are kind of the worst. And I mean, it does get to the level of doing borderline gay shit to you sometimes. Like, why would you do this?
Yeah.
No friend would just be like, oh, while you're asleep, let's just fist him in the ass for a while. Right. It's funny because he fell asleep. Like, why? What?
Yeah.
I'm going to draw dicks on his face because it's the only thing I could think about. And I love him.
Right.
Me and my high school dudes, there are tons of, you know, like old like Polaroid photos of our balls on each other's faces if somebody fell asleep or if somebody got a boner while they were asleep, or, you know.
That's a hardcore era for it, because someone's got to develop that film back then and see the
oof,
the ball. You got to give that ball.
That's why it's Polaroid.
Okay.
Yeah, Polaroids. Yeah, Polaroids are different. Yeah, because you can't go and have the fucking the sophomore working the 1 hour photo at Kmart that you go to school with see your junk on your buddy's face.
Over your local fucking pharmacy guy, your 1 hour photo, Robin
the
Williams.
Guy who's like a grandpa wizard, like, yeah.
Guy had to go to school to learn how to develop film. Has to look at your balls now.
He's gonna look at your dumb
3,000 people.
This guy, his life. He was a fucking bombardier in fucking World War II. Now he's got to look at your stupid dick. Who are you, Nathan? All right, guys. So let's start Elimidate. This one is Elimidate 2005, episode 500. Haven't seen it, but it looks like they changed the graphic. What do you think? This looks. Is this futuristic? I feel like we're going backwards here.
They usually have the little something like this.
I mean,
the color scheme change is weird.
Let's take a look.
It seems like one of those like back when America's Funniest Home Videos had like a second run and it was Tom Bergeron instead of Bob Saget. Oh. It seems like one of those kind of like refresher kind of things.
Yeah, 100%. And it's got the Logan's Run. Is that like they're going to the death? Like they're.
We got a runner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of boner jams, homie. What is her name? Dude. Number 6.
Jenny.
She was also in. She was also in American Werewolf in London as the nurse.
Yeah, she was.
Here we go, boys.
But then
Yeah,
Michael
she
York with that
was.
voice.
She's in that movie.
Who? You guys like boobs?
Yeah.
Happy Women's History Month.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Elimidate. Does Jeff have the power to control minds?
So I can read people's eyes and actually create a rapport with their subconscious mind. I love to take control.
I didn't really know what was going on about the eye reading. I think that's bold, but if that's the way that he wants to pick up girls, all right.
Resistance is futile.
I want the honest truth because I'll be able to tell. I'm watching. I'm watching.
Yo, is he the first like origin of dudes that are like have those YouTube channels that are like, listen up, guys, this is how you talk to chicks?
No,
You know,
he's claiming it's from psychic powers, which is worse than just being a scumbag who just says they know how women operate. He's saying he has an actual clairvoyant power to look in their eyes and can. I want James Randi to bust this guy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's totally the Uri Geller of pickup artists.
Watching. I'm watching.
Pour one out for James Randi.
Coming to you from New York. It all starts now.
And
3, 2, 1.
Elimidate.
Meet Jeff. He's a 26-year-old sales rep from New York who's looking for a girl who can show a little respect.
The girl who ends up with me today is the girl who knows her place. It's the girl who knows when to speak and when to step back and listen. And let me take her.
right out of the gate.
Happy Women's History Month.
Man, why is he?
The woman that gets with me knows how to shut the fuck up, keep a trap shut, keep the sandwiches going, keep the bed warm. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine why this guy's on TV looking for a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus.
Like he's kind of a handsome enough guy, and he dresses like he's in You Got Mail. But
she's wearing a zipper sweater.
He looks like he's got it together, but his personality
looks like an extra on Frasier.
His personality has made him infinitely single and bitter.
Yeah.
Enough so that when he sees Elimidate on TV, like New York is nuts. Like how this guy hasn't hooked up with somebody.
Being in New York makes that work. New York's population is so dense, they couldn't find anyone in New York better than this guy for the show.
Well, no, he's the one that volunteered, is what I'm saying. They get the worst of the worst. It's a sieve of.
I mean, I feel like he represents a pretty solid, like the very peak of the bell curve. So, if they're looking for New Yorkers to stand out, that's one thing. But if they're looking for standard as hell, I mean, this guy's like as 50-50 as you can get.
All right, well, let's continue gathering in.
Which one of
I
these
agree, though.
girls
He's fine until he
follows
opens his
Jeff's
mouth.
lead? Meet Kathleen. She's feeling forlorn.
I'm really excited to go on this date today because I haven't been on a
Store
date in.
Wait, she's 23?
Like
No.
Yeah. You don't think she? What?
Look at those eyes. Look at that smile. She's got that like, she has that cunning cougar like thing. She is at least 30.
Well, maybe an experience is what I'm saying.
And I guess this is New York, so I guess I have to factor in.
New York's got that. It's got that.
It's like callous. She has like face callous.
New York never cleans the grill. That's why it's still got that filth and it still has that flavor.
It's where the flavor is. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, 6 months. I've been here a year, and so I'm kind of desperate.
Oh, God.
Lisette. She's one of the boys.
Guys like me because I could definitely hang with the guys. I could drink a beer, eat a hot dog, watch a game.
I think she's gonna be my pick.
And
that's definitely what he just said he wants.
What you see, what you get.
Oh yeah, gross.
He just said he's looking for someone who's willing to take a back seat, get in the kitchen, and she's like, I just hang out with the guys, drink a beer, have a hot dog. Like, that's the exact opposite of what he wants.
Well, I mean, on paper, yeah. If you look at it, as a bulleted list, but it has the kind of like it has the end result he's looking for, where it's just like somebody that he doesn't have to deal with.
I think that kind of personality is She seems almost too much fun to be a.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would pick her. She just seems like a good.
Right.
hand.
I think if it was me, I think that's great. I'm saying he wants a someone who knows her place and lets him be in charge,
like geisha kind of style,
right,
Mm-hmm. But I also read this lady's occupation too quickly, and I thought it said age 27 pirates instructor. And my brain went down a weird rabbit hole. I was like, Victoria from Eastern Bloc, like mail order Victoria, age 27 pirates instructor. What's happening?
They're not wasting any time introducing.
I think I'm a great catch because I tend to be myself around other people. I don't have any false fronts, and I'm not into being bitchy.
And hobby.
Kind of cool in a weird
A true Manhattanite.
Being a city girl, I'm very savvy. I'm very tough. I let people tell me what to do. I'm very independent.
At least put student or something like
student, like I don't know, at least have like maybe, I don't know, the thought of an idea of the smell of a bowl down, like maybe
DJ or decorator.
Look, it was DJ and bill collector. Like, that guy had say what you will, he was a douchebag, but still he had the chutzpah, or the chutzpah. Is it chutzpah? No, he had the
balls.
He had the moxie.
Yeah.
But also, she's done hand jobs at like Coney Island. Like she's
I wanna talk about her eyes here because, like, even before you hit the freeze frame, it's like they drew a cartoon of what a Reefer Madness style,
I like how she didn't sleep for 48 hours before
because those cartoon lines under her eyes.
She looks like Snooki when Snooki got hooked on PCP. It got really skinny.
But also, if you're unemployed, maybe the show people shouldn't put a job thing there and put some other bit of information instead.
Yeah. Likes to blah. Hobbies.
Something else. Yeah.
Why not hobbies? Instead
of just
collects
like this
Beanie Babies. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like,
I also like the show's choice of location still remains cheap and whatever. They're just filming on the street next to a parking place.
Yeah.
They have no location for it. They're just like, shoot it outside on the road.
Dude, man, is there a Staten Island Elimidate? Because we need that in our lives immediately.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Staten Island just is Elimidate.
It's
like 400 years ago they started like a sexual Hunger Games.
And this
chick they got out of hand and they just over the generations lost the details.
You follow it all the way up to the mayor, and he's making out with 5 broads, and he's just like, I don't know, your tits just ain't that awesome. Next.
Also,
a series of Eliminates is their economy.
Also, knowing our douchebag protagonist, she's already saying, I don't let people tell me what to do, and I'm very independent. And her name is Chavi, which I've never heard.
Yeah, she might got. Yeah, she's got a little like she's taken a bottle to a necks before. I think she's.
Is that what you get from the name Chavi?
No, not Chavi, but just her eyes seem like, okay, yeah, she's 21, but her eyes have seen 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
her eyes have seen a lot of robo tripping.
A lot of whippets been seen through those eyes.
I'm independent.
Yeah.
And I know my stuff.
Who will have the right stuff for Jeff? Find out now.
Well, I had the girls meet me at the Lower East Side of Manhattan, in a very trendy place. Cool bar is the place to be if you're in New York.
So where are you from?
I'm from New Rochelle.
New Rochelle?
Yeah. How about you?
I'm Lincoln Park, New Jersey.
All right. And how about you?
New York City.
New York City, right in Manhattan?
Yes.
Nice.
Same here.
And how about you, Jeff?
I am from Indiana. I'm a Midwestern girl. I just moved here a year ago.
How's the city treat you?
Great. I live in Yonkers, so.
Oh, Yonkers, you're right near me.
Well, she's from the Midwest, and she was walking 2 steps behind.
Nice. How about you?
I'm a city girl.
Man, she must be like leaving ahead.
Yeah.
I kind of like her too.
Definitely.
Olivia Wilde.
All right.
So you lived in New Rochelle all your life?
Yeah, I grew up in born and raised.
What do you do?
First half of Tron.
I'm in sales.
I saw Jeff and I thought he was very cute. He was very nicely dressed.
Guys, listen, Tron. Both
All right, here we
Trons,
go.
they're good, but they also suck. Like, we have an affinity for Tron, but it's after the light cycles. Remember both movies after the light cycles? The movie sucks dick for like an hour and a half. Who cares?
I didn't know what the rant would be, but I knew a very personal rant was going to begin when you alluded to Tron. I knew a very specific. I didn't know what, but I knew it was coming. I knew
Olivia
that
Wilde
you had feelings about Tron.
Olivia Wilde was in Tron 2, which was great until the fucking light cycles, right? And then who cares? It's boring.
I agree on Tron too. The first Tron, I don't agree. There's some cool stuff. Like as long as
the light cycles
in Tron world, as long as it's not like real people.
Yeah.
I'm very vague. Tron 2 was a sequel of that time, not that sequel soft reboot that came out recently, right? What was the newer Tron movie that came out in recent years?
Oh, Tron Legacy.
Legacy.
Tron
That
Legacy.
Was not Tron 2. Gotcha. I did not remember if there was a second Tron back in the day.
No, it was just that one and that one. That's it. Yeah.
The only thing I know about Tron, I know light frisbee disc throws. I know light motorcycles.
The arcade, the arcade cabinet is my favorite.
That was what I was getting to. Was I know
has one of the coolest joysticks of all
frisbee
time.
disc.
I
know motorcycles. I know program, and I know that arcade game, and that's it.
Program.
That's all you need to know.
And then the South Park had a great episode where they did a Tron thing. Like, that's all I know about it. So I have not seen it, the sequel or the remake. I like the idea of Tron, but do not give a flying fuck about it, and it looks kind of terrible. So
yeah,
it's a thing where the idea of it is way better than it seems like it is.
Yeah.
If I know you the way I think I know you, I feel like you'll hate the second Tron just whole cloth, and you've got a 50-50 chance of enjoying the first Tron.
Oh, 100%.
Or you're just going to treat it like anything else we would roast just because it looks like it's from 1982.
Well, no, the first half of the first Tron is actually legit.
I actually just don't see myself. It's amazing. I don't see myself rolling those dice. So.
Oh, you just won't even take the game. You won't even take a chance on Tron.
I mean, I'm behind on so many movies right now that Tron's gonna have a hard time cracking the list.
Yeah.
Actually dressed, good hair, not the Guido style.
And I never paid a licensing fee ever
Jeff
again.
Is definitely a hottie. He's a cutie.
All right, guys, here's crime scene. Let's go in.
Here's crime scene.
Crime scene is a happening spot. Actually, a cool bar with a good pool table, darts, and everything.
It's New York. Everything's that.
Wait, it's the best thing in New York City. It's a really cool thing. It's got dark lights, a pool table.
Name a thing in New York anyone knows better. I dare you. Name one New York specific thing.
Oh, we got to go to crime scene.
So far, my favorite crime
scene are fucking Richard Belzer and Ice-T for like 40 years on NCIS and CSW and NPY Blue and
these
Top Rock and
these late season ones kind of just power through everything. Like there's not a lot of like the banter between them. They're just kind of like, here we are, we're all here. You're this girl, you're this girl. We're at the bar now. Like they're walking down the street.
There's no more heart. They're just going through the motions.
Well, I just mean they're like, where are all you guys from? New York, Indiana, New York. Moving on. Like no one went weird. Indiana. Do you have a cow? Like they didn't have like dumb banter time where they. And there is a different dynamic when it's all girls versus all guys. I've noticed, but.
Also, and I don't want to be that
See,
guy.
Matt misses the romance from the earlier seasons.
No, I don't care. I'm just commenting on it. It's a thing I've noticed about this one. I could take it either way. They're all trash.
yeah. They're all trash. They're all trash and insipid and shallow. But not to get shallow here, I feel like they're running out of quality of people too.
They never had much of that, so that ran up pretty quick.
But this one feels really extra dirty. Like
it's New York,
nobody
Jason.
wants to be
it's
there
New
except
York.
for
They're New Yorkers.
Except for
I feel like when they did a casting call, they probably just called down the street.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a Philadelphia episode where like, hey, fuck you, whore. Yeah, fuck you. She's my favorite one. Hey, fuck you too, you whore.
How do you like your Philly steak, huh?
Like they all just show up drunk and surly and hate each other. And like they're like, right, that's regular. That's just the city.
So I can eliminate that down to one item. Oh yeah.
Yes.
And they're currently talking over each other and still, I like how they're not playing pool. They just said, hey, get around the corner of this pool table so we can do the shot here. Like, all I'm looking at is how they put their shots together in these places they got no permission to shoot at ahead of time. Like, there's still people coming in out of the doors. They just got in a corner and they're like shooting, like.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at how much the show isn't a show sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I also like to think this image here is they're getting really bored with him trying to break dance.
It looks like he's trying to talk. He's talking about how to do a shitty white guy karate chop.
Oh, he's doing the robot right now, and they're like, next.
To me, it just looks like they haven't CGI'd on Superman's uniform yet.
Yeah.
So
the one on the right, the oldest one there, has her winter coat on because she's ready to fucking like.
It's also New York, to be fair. Like, New York.
Yeah, the other ones are way too young. They're at the club at 2 a.m. wearing like a tiny skinny dress, and it's.
Oh yeah, she was the one with the jacket. Is the one who said they said she was 27 or whatever. I think so.
Yeah. She's a little wiser. She's like, no, it's cold. I'm putting on a coat like an adult. Yeah. Shut up.
That also means she.
Plus she has more pockets.
Yeah, so she also means she could pocket a knife in case things go sideways.
Yeah, pocket a knife, hide the PCP.
Yeah, all these things.
It's me, it's about Jersey. What do you think of Jersey girls? I gotta hear this. I think I'm
yes, what do you think?
I don't have a bad opinion.
I can't stand Jersey people.
Me neither. New York girls.
Why'd she move to New York?
You know what it is? New York girls can't handle the fact
Really,
that
yes,
New
about
York
Jersey
guys
girls,
like
and she up to Jersey.
So do you like Jersey girls?
Nope. Now.
Not by you don't really care where they're
absolutely, I have no bad experiences with Jersey girls at all. So there's nothing to make me not.
Have you hung out in Jersey before?
Rarely.
Really? You have to change that.
The only time I've ever heard of a guy leaving Manhattan to go to Jersey is just for a one-night stand.
All right, guys, let's see who's better.
What?
Yeah. Like one-night stands don't happen in New York.
Oh, one-night stand. Okay, I didn't understand what she said, and then the subtitles led me wrong, and I had no idea. One-night stand. Got it. Makes more sense.
Yeah. The only time I ever heard of guys going to Jersey is for one-night stands. It's like, that happens in New York often.
Yeah. And
There's
whatever,
some other
man.
things.
I
don't know. There's like orange, like there's like citrus out there and like an amusement park. I don't know. There's probably nice qualities that you don't know about. For Chavi, unemployed.
All right, guys, let's see who's better, Jersey against Manhattan.
All right, bring it.
I love the Blues Brothers.
I like that chick in the green hoodie back there trying to not be in the shot.
This is a local town. Are they in New York and Manhattan? Because I don't think this is Manhattan.
I actually work
This
for
is
a
fucking
horticultural
Rochester.
company. I deal
When they
with
say,
their sales
"Oh,
reps,
from New York,"
I
it's
handle their sales
Rochester.
reps
Shut
and a
up.
waitress at night.
Like a cocktail waitress or?
I like
No,
they had this
waitress,
shot of them playing pool, but they're not talking while playing pool, so it didn't matter. Like, it wasn't like they used that to break ice or chat.
Smelling like steaks, blooming onions at night. Coming
Is it
home.
weird that, like, for safety reasons, I hope that none of them win?
Yeah.
Like, I hope they all escape.
That dude's creepy, right? I get a Patrick Bateman, American Psycho vibe from this dude. You know what I mean?
Maybe it'll be like, maybe this episode ends like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and they just arrest him in the end.
Yeah, because
cops
he's
show
wanted.
up. And...
He's wanted in different state. He is from New Jersey or somewhere, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know anything about New Jersey, but about a crime of a girl wrapped in duct tape."
Personally, I'm getting a Philly vibe, like specifically like a Dennis from Always Sunny vibe.
This
is a
say
5-star man.
I think that's your only example of a handsome man.
No, it's my example of a sociopath.
Is that the only handsome man you know is Dennis? And so every sort of handsome man you see that's above a 4 is immediately a fucking sociopath from Philadelphia.
As far as I know, all handsome men are Christian Bale from American Psycho. That's it.
And first of all, I love just the sheer assumption that it's only based on because he's handsome.
Well, why else?
I don't even
like
think he is. First of all. But no, I thought you were going with the Christian Bale and stuff like that just because of the rapey, sociopathy thing.
Right. Is that why you like him?
Where did we go wrong here? All right, continue.
Oh no, I'm just along for the ride. I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we got where we got.
You don't have a dog in this fight. Oh, also, I agree. Subjective opinion. Dog the Bounty Hunter, extremely handsome. Continue. Go. Thoughts, prayers. Dog the Bounty Hunter, more handsome than Dennis from Sunny in Philadelphia. No?
Left me behind now. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Dog the Bounty Hunter, as you're an example of an extreme human, a handsome man. Dennis, Christian Bale, or Dog the Bounty Hunter? Like, where would you rank them? Handsome. I would put Dog the Bounty Hunter at the top.
Like, are we doing like fuck, marry, kill, or?
No, we're gonna fuck all three of them. But what
order?
Which one is the big claw that you save for last on the glove grab legs?
I got you.
You always save the big one for last because it's the best one. You work your way up for the reward. You know.
I mean, I don't.
The same way. I get that.
Racist.
Go ahead.
Actually, what do you do?
I'm not working right now. I cocktail waitress here and there. I've been traveling a lot.
Wow. So you travel. So how do you? What's the means of that? Like, how do you do that?
How do I do that? None of
You
your
don't work,
business.
right?
I make my money how I make it.
You live off.
I
of
cocktail
Oh,
waitress.
yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, you
I'm
just said
very independent. I've been working for a long time. I just
You
been
just said
taking
you don't
off.
work though.
I have been working since I got out of high school. And
She
then
needs to
for
get her
months ago
story
traveling,
more
and
direct.
now I'm not working.
Where do you work now, though?
Right now I'm not.
No, she's trying to she's trying to conceal crime.
That's what
what's
I mean.
happening
She does
on
not have a
TV.
cover story for that. She's like, I haven't been working. Well, I've been working for a long time. It's like,
But then also I stopped.
You need to say, I am in business for myself. I work out of home. Anything like that to not just.
Or and that's all. That's all I need to share with.
Because right now she either sells drugs or is a whore, and she doesn't know which one to pull the trigger on right now. So,
which one do you go? 2000s, early 2000s, ladies. We're trying to get educated. Women's History Month. Which one would be the least degrading, being a horror or being, what was it? What was it, the second one?
I said selling drugs. She might be up to any number of crimes. She could be a cat.
She does have those lines under her eyes, and those definitely are drug lines.
Why don't we always assume that? Is that a problem with us? Why is it not like, tax fraud or something?
It's because I have them, and that's what mine are.
Well, also like tax fraud.
So clearly, I'm just projecting.
Yeah. And a 21-year-old making that salary, tax fraud would net her like, I don't know, $700.
Well, tax fraud isn't an unemployed crime. Tax fraud is something people with money do to conceal and make more money. You usually have a job already that you then use tax fraud to support and help out. Like, it's not an I don't have work crime.
I think we're all overlooking the real gorilla in the room here, which is that I think she is into human trafficking, and that's why she's so evasive.
I don't know. She's been doing it a while.
I mean, insert any crime and be evasive about it. Maybe she stole
Does she think one of them is a cop,
from her
by
Office
the way?
Max job?
Does she think this whole show is a sting?
Yeah. She's like, they're visibly wearing wires. Like these guys suck.
They're in a bar
dog shit. Look at that. I can see a microphone right there. Wire.
They were
fucking
so
narcs, the whole lot of them.
They were so brazen about it. They came to a bar called Crime Scene.
Exactly.
She slipped
They're
up.
using the chalk for the fucking thingies to make the chalk outlines for the bodies on the floor. They just play pool up.
Chavy. You're on the list now, Chavy. You're going to jail.
Chavy, your name sounds like a criminal. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of TV.
I can't mentally separate her name from anchovy, which makes her a little grosser to me. She's just salty and weird.
Chavy sounds like a dude wearing a jean jacket vest that it carries a knife, and he's the first one to die in a Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry movie. Chavy.
Also, I haven't seen who won pool yet.
Speaking of
Did he not play pool? Did he make two of the girls play two of the girls, and he just watched over them? Like,
Jersey versus New York, and he's back there going, yeah.
One of them was from Indiana. Whose team was she on? I guess where she lives now. I don't know. Let's
I guess Indiana is the next best
she
thing.
She now lives somewhere, so.
Yeah.
whichever one she lives at now, I guess. I don't know. Continue.
Also, I can't tell if that lady in the middle is like sitting in the back or she's just really tiny in between the two.
I think she's in the back.
So how do you go out then? Where's the money coming from?
None of our business where it comes from.
Daddy, I'm sorry,
Not at all.
sweetie.
Lizette, I have a feeling
Valid
she's
point. Could
really
also
jealous
be
of me
parent.
because I'm hotter than her and I don't have to work at... I think it's just about jealousy. I think she feels very threatened towards me.
So what kind of sales do you do? You said you do sales.
Also,
First of all,
What?
Actually, I work for a unique company that's like an outside of the box. We help kids with ADHD. So we assess, and remediate ADHD.
this
with,
guy
the
helps
first
kids with
objective
ADHD.
test to measure it on a neurological.
Hey, little piece of shit, how's it going?
Hey, pay attention,
I see
dumbass.
it. I see it. We find kids who have attention problems and we slap them in the face.
Yeah.
Get your eyes right. I'll make them
Give
face.
them the old two knuckle.
hey.
It's kind of mean because they're under 7 if you give them 4 knuckles. So you give them the old 2 knuckle, you know.
Give 2 knuckles.
Their heads, they're still soft, you know. They're still kind of mushy. You don't want to do any permanent damage. But if you knock them right, you know, they'll snap out of the ADHD. They'll start paying attention, like really intently on, like, you know, pooping the pants and fire trucks and stuff. You know, it's great. We help them out.
As soon as the ears stop ringing.
They pay so little attention, they don't know they're drug mules.
Yeah, we beat them till they get Medicaid, you know.
Just flash a little titty. They'll pay attention.
Yeah.
With like a first objective test to measure it on a neurological level. So we scan the brain. And because I don't know if anyone has ADHD here. No? There's certain issues that look like similar symptoms. So I can actually look at your eyes, each of you, and by watching your eyes, I know what's going on. For example, I'm going to...
So, is he saying his wizard power is attributed to working with ADHD kids? I think he's setting up the premise that because he works with ADHD kids, and these chicks don't know what that is yet, that he's a psychic somehow.
I still question
when literally, I think this guy works at a place that helps ADHD kids, but as the janitor or the dude that steals the drugs.
Wasn't his job earlier like
I have a counter theory.
Wasn't
sales?
Yeah, which you would not say if you were an ADHD kid worker. You would
like behavior therapist or something.
Right, exactly. That is a
that
word.
out.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Yeah.
So he sells weird. No, yeah, this is sus all over. I want to find out more. But
this is trash. This is all
this guy like sells either weird ass like supplements that don't have to go through the FDA, or weird. Yeah, or like that weird shit Peter Venkman was doing in Ghostbusters. Like
this is like the Narnar Wire. It's like low level of crimes that are like so dog shit, and in the suburbs, kind of.
But they study brain. They scan kids' brains. They scan kids' brains because ADHD brain patterns can look like other things, and so by looking at their eyes, he can look at their eyes for symptoms. But this still sounds like a lot of not FDA, not science, like
pseudoscience bullshit to
and maybe I don't know.
My counter theory is that he tells the kids that he can read their minds because they're little kids, and all little kids, you can play that game.
Santa's a thing.
But I think that he's also playing that same game on these women because he equates them with children in his eyes.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
So he's just playing the same game with them that he does with the kids that he volunteers with.
Yeah, because
oh God, I hope not. I hope the end result is different in those.
Well, yeah, not all the same game. Yeah,
listing himself as being in sales makes it sound to me like he just sells supplemental medicine for symptoms they find looking at your eyes. Like,
he works for a manufacturer. He's a sales rep. He goes around to doctors, waits in their office, brings them cookies.
And then they say, when asked, I work with ADHD children, which is not what he said earlier. He said sale. Yeah, see, this sounds like a dude who sells fucking sawdust.
This sounds...
this is a dude that sells White Snake to dumb bitches.
Yeah, this is a guy... This sounds like a Chris D'Elia apology is what this sounds like.
I'm rooting for the ones I like to get eliminated now.
Well, based on what I know on
just
reading
for
people
safety,
and how they access their information,
self-preservation,
and actually,
we're the ghosts saying get out.
Their subconscious mind.
Okay.
All right. You've had a boyfriend. When's the last time you had a boyfriend?
3 months ago.
You broke up with who?
I broke up with him.
You broke up with him?
Yeah.
So you really didn't have
I
any
don't feel like I
feelings
need to save her. I think that she's in her element.
This wasn't right for me. He was a smoker.
The smoker?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your boyfriend? Your ex-boyfriend?
I care about him a lot as a person. He's a great person. Seriously. Seriously.
What do you think about me right now?
You're very cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you didn't even move your eyes when you said
Yeah. I'm serious.
You're straight on eye contact,
Yeah,
so I can't catch you.
Right.
I was asking about your feelings. Your eyes would have went down.
Right. And we,
emotional.
yeah. Jeff had a hard time tricking me with his
behavior.
little.
That's not like reading your brain. No, that you look away when you're being evasive. That's regular.
That's regular. Yeah, she's embarrassed on television at a shit bar, and you're a stranger, and you're being kind of aggro.
That you all have to pretend to like to want to get a date with.
Yeah. I think the realization of every human in here, that natural response would be like, this is weird. What we're doing right now, this is weird. Like, why are we doing this? They're all questioning that at the same time of going through the motions. Like,
this is who I'm fighting for.
Yeah.
I'm tricking me with his little eye game because I work with people all day long. I know about the importance of eye contact.
Nice shot.
All right, girls. I had enough of pool.
Wow.
Now we go over to the bar and check out the handcuffs.
Okay.
The crime scene definitely.
Man, she's double fisted back there. She got a beer and a blue drink.
Yeah.
Damn.
That chick rules.
Yeah, she's.
I hope she's eliminated immediately because she's double my favorite.
Yeah, she's my favorite now. Yeah, but I wanted the sticks to go down and be like, there's only room for one spot, you know, and it's the fucking Heath Ledger.
He just breaks it over and
breaks it over until he throws it. Get up to my fucking...
That's a great.
Can we have that on? Can we have a real Elimidate that's like the Halloween edition where people actually get murdered?
Can we do parody episodes where it's 4 regular girls, but then like Freddy Krueger is the guy? It's like the Joker. It's all just like the worst.
Yeah, and Freddy Krueger's just like, yeah, you're a little too old for me. So,
How do you feel about burnt up wieners?
You've got insomnia. This just like we're not gonna sync up at all.
I would love to do these celebrity fictional character Eliminates. That's a great idea.
You're John Saxon's granddaughter. Next.
How do you feel about puns and dad jokes?
How do you feel about sweaters? Lots of sweaters.
Yeah. Do you see yourself as a red and green kind of girl?
Yeah. Do you like Christmas all the time?
Yeah.
Because that's the only part. Like a lot of people, like they just kind of misconstrue my movies. It was a Christmas movie. I mean, look at my sweaters, green and red. Those are the Christmas colors.
Oh, sure. How do you feel about boilers?
Boiler rooms and sweaters. That's Christmas to me. And that's
also, when I drive, it helps if you can shift gear. My right hand is just not good for anything. I can't shift.
Except murder, and like creating creepy atmosphere. Basically, those are the two functions.
Tasks, like I'm not good with doorknobs or gear shifts.
Wouldn't believe how many mouse pads I go through.
Yeah, maybe you would. I don't know. The answer's a lot.
It has the dead body outline in chalk.
High definition.
Handcuffs implanted in the bar.
Wait.
This place loves its theme.
Dude, it makes sense. It's like his fucking uncle's bar. It's like his uncle retired, got a fucking disability settlement
permission to shoot there.
Yeah, and gave him permission, and that is why this place is my favorite place. It's the best place where all the celebrities go. Look at this shit. There's handcuffs in the bar. Which isn't that great? Look, chalk outline, right? Crime scene, huh? You get it? You're starting to click, right? You get it, right? You get it.
I mean, it's a cute gimmick, I guess. A little handcuff bar where people take their picture in the dumb outline. I've seen bars with dumber gimmicks.
Yeah, I get it, but I think that's why they got this to film here.
Oh, sure, somebody, one of their producers or someone they know knows. This is.
I don't know. My cousin Ricky's got this piece of shit.
Yeah, they are not in Times Square,
and definitely makes the setting of a crime scene. How long was your longest?
Somebody somewhere in the chain heard. Oh, my bar gets national exposure. Sure.
2 months.
The longest?
Yeah.
Really? So we got 4 years to 2 months.
It is.
No consultation.
That's like getting married.
Yeah, last year was like off and on kind of deal.
How long ago was it?
These two here, a gray shirt
3 years
and
ago.
Wow, so
these two here look like they could be sisters. Like they have similar faces. And
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why haven't? Why
You're setting up my favorite video, Dan.
Why not like longer with him? Remember, because the smoking thing got in the way.
You're welcome.
So
You really don't.
because I wanted him. No, because he like broke a promise to me. He didn't quit when he said he would.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're picky in some ways or not?
No, not at all.
That's not picky.
I think the fact that Lizette got freaked out
Well,
that
it
I'm
could be a health thing. She's like,
She
maybe she had a.
said he made a promise not to smoke and broke it. Like that's not picky. That's like a thing.
Yeah, it's
viable.
probably, and that's probably not the only thing. That was probably the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah,
right?
that's a sign you should give up or at least move on if that's a thing that really
He
is
was probably
like,
had a history of being deceitful and lying and all
Or
of that.
very
And then finally, she was
self-destructive.
just like,
And she's not saying what he's smoking. Like she's not saying he's like smoking dust or whatever.
And like,
PCP.
that could be like one of several and it can be hard to be with someone who is self-destructive when you've tried. You have to just move on if they won't. Like, that's not picky. That's a thing.
That's a good quality. That's a good quality.
Self-preservation.
She gets points on that one. Points for
She's my second favorite so far. I also hope she gets eliminated before this sociopath is
100%. Yeah.
She's grown on.
27 and not with anyone seriously. Maybe it's because of her own predisposed ideas. Like maybe she needs to get married by a certain age. And
Plus,
have
I
kids,
really
but
like
New
your
York City
Cheerio
people,
necklace.
We're different.
Does Javi need a
She's
dose
also
of
the only one they
simple
talk to for an extended
Javi
period of
reminds me
time,
of a
being
girl,
like information
like a Paris
from.
Hilton wannabe.
Like, I learned
she
stuff
probably
about her,
reads
the
up
other ones I
all
haven't.
what Paris Hilton
Yeah, the
does
other ones, like,
and says, "Oh my God, I have to be just like her."
because his question was like, how long have you? What's your longest relationship? Which is
Was the only
That's
commercial.
like borderline infomercial.
the cut.
I guess this does come a time where we have to say goodbye. Honestly, Victoria, I think you're a great girl. I think
Got her
judging
out of
based
there.
on like if somebody smokes or not, if a girl loved me, if I was a smoker,
Right.
she would get me to stop smoking. It wouldn't
Okay.
be based on what I do. It'd be about me.
Whoa!
And I want to say
Whoa,
thank you.
whoa, whoa,
Oh, thank you.
Hold up.
Wow.
What?
Holy shit.
Fuck
This guy.
that dude. Holy crap. That is some fucking S tier douchebag.
Dude.
Did you
Like,
hear
I
that
thought he
line?
was
Oh,
saying
no, I
that
want
it
it
was gonna
again. I
be like
want to
psych.
digest it again and really analyze it because I'm confused by how raw that shit is. Did this
Holy
dude just really read Iceberg Slim and like?
Well, I guess this does come a time where we have to say goodbye. Honestly, Victoria, I think you're a great girl. I think judging based on like if somebody smokes or not, if a girl loved me, if I was a smoker,
Right.
she would get me to stop smoking. It wouldn't
Okay.
be based on what I do. It'd be about me. And I want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That's so insane. So he's saying she couldn't get her ex to stop smoking because it's her fault. Not that he has an addiction or any self-destructive habits.
Yeah.
She didn't care about him enough to get him to. That's insane. Wow. And he's like, so if I were smoking and you were my girlfriend and you would leave me for that because you can't get me to stop because I
That's
can't.
on you, bitch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm out. I'm walking away. I'm piecing out. Doves with an exploding limo behind me. John Woo shit. Okay. Fuck you.
Also, fucking no question, it is a level of insecurity that he tried to do his dumbass Vulcan mind meld eye reading game, and he's like, I can't do it on you. You don't look away when I look at you in fear. So,
Yeah. You're not timid enough.
Yeah, so
You're
there's
not
no
a
way
wounded
she was going to make it.
gazelle.
So,
as my king of this shit jungle at my
so I'm
uncle's
happy she's
crime
out.
scene bar.
She's one of the ones I'm rooting for getting out of here before it's too late. Got out early. That's good. I like her.
Yeah, I'm
Good luck to
glad
you,
she got
Victoria.
saved, but-
Yeah, go back to I
thank
can't
you,
remember what you do.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Nice
Nice
meeting you.
guys.
Nice
Bye.
meeting you. Take care.
Yeah, she's
I think I'm not a judgmental girl. I think he totally missed the point of that whole conversation.
Yeah. Boy, did she get off the Titanic before?
So round 2, I took the girls right down the street to Manhattan. Now, Manhattan is a perfect place to be intimate with a girl. They have the candlelights,
and he
they have the
came
couches,
defensive
they have
too.
everything you
It's
need
like
to be in a
he was telling her that she was getting eliminated, like as if she was already trying to break up with him, but he was trying to take over the situation and be like, no.
Massive small
on
dick
you,
energy.
sister.
Like, this dude is all small dick energy.
Oh, 100% small dick energy.
Oh,
But I also want to point out something real quick.
All gas, no dick.
I think I'm not a judgmental girl. I think he's totally missed the point of that whole conversation.
Round 2, I took the girls right down the street to Manhattan. Now, Manhattan is a perfect place to be intimate with a girl. They have the candlelight.
We went to another bar.
Manhattan, which is Manhattan. Are they in Boston or Rochester? I still think it's Rochester, New York. They're not in legit New York City, New York. But also, okay. What?
It looks like he's launching himself out of the chair with a fart.
Whoa! He's going, whoa! This is not
Animatronic Kirk Cameron is sitting down with his glass of cranberry juice.
Oh, he's getting goosed by a ghost.
So
Mark Zuckerberg is happy about
frame,
something.
This frame is not a good frame to illustrate my point, but I wanted to point out the shirt. Remember in this era, or just in general, uniforms are uniforms. It's like, oh, there's a pilot. Oh, that is a firefighter. Oh, this shirt is the uniform of the guy that goes into a club and says, I'm going to munch your box. Like, this is the munch boxer, like, uniform.
Yeah.
This is why last episode I revealed that I wore silk boxers and you guys gave me shit, and which is fair, but I'm just saying that was what you had to wear if you wanted to illustrate the job that you want. You dress for the job you want, not the job you have. This guy wants to munch your box, but shut the fuck up about it. And it's your problem if you don't come enough.
Your fucking problem.
That's your problem. Oh, you don't come? You don't come because you don't love me enough. That's your problem. That's on you.
Yeah.
I just like that
you didn't want to come enough.
Like on other episodes, they would go to distinctly different things, and the bar was like the last one. This one, they went from a bar to a different bar. Yeah. They didn't we went wakeboarding, and then we went miniature golfing, and then we had dinner and drinks at the end of the night.
Yeah, no.
This is just 2 bars in a row now.
The whole time.
Clearly daylight in both of these.
Well, because they still have to go to a third bar.
The whole time with slightly increasing fanciness of clothing. That's it.
Well, I assume the last one is going to be a dance club bar where they go dancing. And so this one is the lounging around on couches bar.
This is the lounging around on couches.
They played pool. They're going to sit on couches. Yeah, I mean, this is... Yeah,
and then it's going to be a nightclub, and it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
They have the candlelights.
So I wonder if it's like Jeopardy when they tell you, like, bring 3 sets of clothes.
I highly recommend a date here.
You win a couple of times.
You look very handsome.
Thank you. You guys are in your outfits.
Thank you.
I want to see an episode where someone gets voted off in the first round, and then they just follow them the rest of the night and still hang out with them, and they're in the background just mugging, and they keep sitting at the camera and hanging out with them at the bars they go to, and they're just still tormenting them the rest of the day.
Or what if all the other people in the back, they're filming their own Elimidate that's going to be a future episode simultaneously. Did they fucking Lord of the Rings this shit? Elimidate seasons were filmed over maybe 6 months, all 500 episodes.
I just want the first girl to keep coming to these places and just from off camera go, boo, 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 the whole time. Because it's not like they have permission to be here anyway. They don't have paperwork to say that they're allowed to shoot here.
Dude, what if we found one that was a heckle, like there's a heckler at an Elimidate filming? That would be amazing. But
they should do a losers bracket episode where all of the competitors are people that were voted off first round from other episodes.
I like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Like an all-stars.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll do one where it's all winners and someone gets to pick from all the winners.
Yeah.
I like where it's all losers. Yeah. Well, they'll do one of the next season of people who won past episodes but broke up since then, so they're back in for round 2.
Guys, we should reboot.
That's no fair,
Elimidate.
letting them double dip. Fuck
it's
that.
It's like the way Amanda came back in the second Saw. Like she's part of the machine now. She works for the killer now instead of just being a victim. Like,
welcome, my friend. Anyway, no, dude's vibe just now is the like he's done a lot of roids and he's just got out of like rehab.
It's like they're going for that weird, like, just got off work, but I work at a cool job where I wear this shirt, my sleeves are rolled up. He's wearing jeans though, so I guess
just his energy, his vibe is very like it's like when people aggressively relax. Have you seen
also, that? Yeah, because I was gonna say, I know it's a joke that when it's made as big a deal as it was. Textbook manspreading right there. Look at the space he's occupying compared to them. Like he's taking up half the couch and two of them are squeezed to the side. And he does not even see, like his legs are apart so wide he's using them as elbow rests.
And wide shoulder elbow rests. Like, you know, not like just meh. But
and he's not, because usually if you do that when you're sitting with someone, your brain, when you're a normal human, goes, oh, God, sorry. And even if you're spreading, you tighten in a little bit. He's just like, could you horse move over some more?
Yeah, no, because this dude is legit Conan. He's fucking New Jersey, weird, gross Conan on the throne in the beginning, like lamenting, you know, or whatever the you know, you get the thing. Insert the
Similar. Similar.
The same style as Jersey?
Yeah, I like what she's wearing. I think
Thank you.
Yeah. He's trying to hook it up.
I totally lied about Lizette's outfit. I think it's horrendous. She doesn't know how to dress. Her hair is terrible. Her face is...
I hope he ends up with this catty
So you must have mingled with some Jersey guys.
They deserve each other.
Oh yeah, that is a horrible, horrible family, and eventually like some kind of alimony payment.
Well, yeah. Well, also she has no job that she won't talk about, and he's completely lying about being in sales, talking about brain scanning kids and can read your eyes.
Yeah, we'll do crime and make babies, and
yeah,
I don't know how dramatic knockout brawls, but the sex will be kind of cool.
This disgusting pair needs to get together.
I hope someday, like 17 years from now, I can be ignored in a store by their daughter. Who is just staring at her cell phone instead of working.
Well, she only been in a 2-month relationship, so obviously she doesn't know.
Well, I'm 21. I mean, I don't think a 21-year-old should be having so many relationships. You can't experience things when you're stuck in a relationship.
So
yeah, you can't do that.
Or you just think,
no, why would you say something like that? That's
just
horrible.
asking. It's a question.
You keep bringing up money like you're insecure about something.
What are your plans for the future, if anything?
This is what my plans for the future is. Are you joking me?
Javi doesn't know her plan. I know her plan. A girl like that obviously wants to marry a rich guy, and that's your plan.
Okay, like, quick question, hon. If I worked at
The other thing about her that I like, if you look at her, she's really, 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 really pretending and trying really hard, but I think she's a sweetheart down in her real life. But sorry.
This guy was great. He was so insecure. He just said, like, let me put a question. If I worked at a burger, if I did, God knows I do not. I couldn't.
God knows I've never seen meat. I don't know what meat is other than it makes me look jacked. It makes my dick hard.
That was so great, though. He backpedaled out of his own hypothesis. It's like, if I worked at a burger, whoa, if. The same energy if he were to go, if I were gay, if I were gay, I'm not.
Yeah, if I were sort of like, you see that guy over there? The guy there with the nice ass, the tight pants? Yeah, you see that little
imagine
right
a
there?
guy worked at a
You see
burger
that guy right
place.
there? What if I went over, just started eating his asshole right here in front of you, huh? Just brought him over, invite him over, bought him a couple of drinks because I'm not a savage, but started eating his asshole right in front of you ladies. You know, which one's right or die? If I eat this dude's ass in front
This
of
is
you.
hypothetical. You ever read a book that's fake, it's not real, didn't happen? Like you know, Charles Dickens shit that's not real? Like that. If I was
tale of two cities, but let's say the two cities were a pair of cocks, and I'm like, I don't know which one I want to go to. Isn't that how it works?
It was the best of times and also the worst of times. I know what you're
literature.
thinking. That's
I read
fucked
it
up.
all.
How could it be both, right? Dude's a master. Books, who even knows, man? They can do
sometimes,
that.
Sometimes I pick the one that's like, they call me Ishmael. You know what I mean? It's like, it's, books, right? Hypothetically, if I read a book.
Books are weird. It's all just a bunch of words. It's not really in there. None of that happened. You just stare at it and you kind of picture it, but it's all just letters.
Yeah, it's all just letters. Sometimes they don't make sense. Sometimes you get confused. Most of the time I get confused, but I get the idea.
Anyway, I was saying, oh yeah, if a guy at a burger place looked like me, let's go with it that way. Imagine a burger guy with my looks. Not that I'm one. Would you fuck that guy
if I be one?
If I tricked you into thinking that guy that looks like me that works at Burger King was me,
also,
would you fuck him?
Also, mental note I'm going to say this out loud, but you're not meant to hear it. A little mental note to put my back on the radiator tonight to punish myself for even coming up with a hypothetical like this to a bunch of women in the garage while I take pictures and pop out your eyes. You know what I mean? Anyway, if I was to do that.
Jason is truly in his element when he gets to embrace a New York character.
Yeah, I know. I'm standing back and letting this just blossom in front of me.
Because I want it so bad, because that's like my favorite movies all exist in that world, and it doesn't real. Like old New York is like Marvel movies to me. Like I know that Spider-Man's not real, but goddamn it, there was legit evidence that shit was real. What's the diff? Spider-Man or the Bronx on fire? And like
let's hear this guy. Let's hear this guy pitch his fake scenario if he were a burger flipper.
Guys, happy St. Patty's Day. The son of Sam is basically Spider-Man. Is all I'm saying.
I like to think that if he worked at Burger King, he would be the king. Like from the commercial.
You keep bringing up money like you're insecure about something.
For the future, if anything.
This is what my plans for the future is. Are you joking me?
Javi doesn't know her plan. I know her plan.
I mean,
a girl like that
she's
obviously wants to
herself.
marry a rich guy, and that's your plan.
Let me quick question. If I worked at Burger King, me and you, before you found out I worked at Burger King or like some burger joint, right? And before you found that out, if we had like a love connection. No, listen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even before you finish the question.
Grabbed her arm. Like, no. Listen.
Listen, and it's not real. It's not real.
But
I would kick my ass.
She is basically a stranger, another human, and instead of just being polite, his first response was to grab her, grab her, right?
Yes.
Like shut up, bitch. Like that was some crazy shit. Like if you see what I see, hold up, watch how he grabs her. This dude beats the shit out of women.
Why did you say something like that? That's just horrible.
It's a question.
You keep bringing up money like you're insecure about something.
Plans for the future, if anything.
This is what my plans are for the future is. Are you joking me?
Javi doesn't know her plan. I know her plan. A girl like that obviously wants to marry a rich guy, and that's your plan.
Let me quick question. If I worked at Burger King, me and you, before you found out I worked at Burger King or like some burger joint, right? And before you found that out, if we had like a love connection. No, listen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even before you finish the question, absolutely. If I have a connection, if I fall in love with you, what does that matter? I've dated all different kind of guys. I've gone on dates with all different kind of guys with all different kind of jobs. That has nothing to do with it. Money. I don't even know why we're talking about money. Money should not be the issue right now. You keep bringing it up for some reason.
Because I could tell when people are being phony.
I don't understand.
And that's the vibe I get from you.
I wouldn't date him if he worked at a burger joint. I don't care how Prince Charming you are. No.
She's the next one to go, but also
I'm cool. Man of your dreams. You're at a club. Man of your dreams, and this guy's like Brad Pitt style, or that kind of guy. All right, this guy blows you away. All right, are you hooking?
Oh God, this guy is a melted. You guys watch SpongeBob? He's like when handsome Squidward. he's like
It's that chin. Please put the picture up. Right.
He is fucking handsome Squidward, but also handsome Squidward from like Through the Eyes of like 8mm. You remember that movie that with Nick Cage, like, but also handsome Squidward's in there somehow. That's this dude. So anyway, handsome Squidward.
Yeah, we're almost halfway there.
This guy blows you away. Are you hooking up with him on the spot? Are you taking him home? Or are you? I mean, I want the honest truth because I'll be able to tell. I'm watching.
But I probably would end up.
You would hook up?
Hooking up with him, probably.
Hey, what's your game? I want to see it.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. What's your game? Like, what do you do when you see that guy in the public?
What do you do?
So what's your game on fucking this guy that flips burgers?
Just be myself. Just very chilled, very relaxed. Yeah. I'm not one to like throw myself on guys. I cannot stand girls like that. I don't run over to a guy and throw my whole body
I
on
don't
him.
buy it.
If I see a guy that I'm attracted to and we're both, clicking, very chill conversation, whatever.
Javi has no values whatsoever. Obviously, if she dresses like a slut, acts like a slut, she is a slut.
Let's say you're laughing.
I mean, I don't agree with that statement, but she's still my favorite. She's my top dog. But dude is not even interested in trying to get laid. Like, do you understand his demeanor is super weird and his questioning around it? Like, he's like, would you tell me how you would want to do it? But it's like an awkward position where she doesn't know how she should answer. Like, should I answer, hey, yeah, I would totally go down on Brad Pitt the first time I met him, or not, because he feels super judgy and like not trying to connect to the ladies. Does that make sense?
I don't know if he knows the answer he's looking for.
Yeah, I feel like he's just trying to socially best them somehow.
He's a tiny alien trying to operate like a human douchebag machine,
Now,
and he's just like
in the slightest bit of credit, every time they edit, it could be an answer from any other point in the discussion that they've piecemealed for a longer scene.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, sometimes I like fingers in my ass.
Well, because the scene started with them talking about money and then whatever, and then he said, well, what if about a handsome guy who works shit? And then he's separate. Then he went from that to, all right, imagine a perfect guy. Would you fuck him on the spot? Yeah. And that's what. And then she was like, oh yeah, I'd just throw myself at him. And then she's like, well, I don't know. I'm not a. And so it's weird because the entire thread of the discussion has been lost on how they got here.
But also at the end of it, he's just building his own Voltron to try to beef himself up. He's like, now, out of all of the examples I've provided, wouldn't you say I'm that guy?
I am that Voltron. I'll form the head, okay?
I'm Money Brad Pitt Voltron robot Japanese guy.
As I mentioned, I do not work at the burger place.
No. Yeah. Do not work at the burger. I got an ownership interest in the crime scene, though. I'm just going to say, full disclosure, I may own a taste of that.
Let's say you're laughing. You got to tell me why.
Like I said, I just feel when people are phony, they're phony. That's it.
Keep bringing that up. How am I phony?
Sweetie, he just asked me a question. He just asked.
That other girl in the middle is just like.
She looks so uncomfortable.
She is too innocent. God bless her.
She looks like she's posed for a painting.
She's from Indiana. This is all new territory.
Well, she's from Indiana, but she's in New York, Rochester, New York. But she could be a model. Like she's
the
a model.
Indiana of New York, if you will.
She looks like definitely. No, Rochester is deep. It's Mississippi. I mean, it is fucking.
Shout out to our Rochester fans.
Yeah. They have a meal. Their staple is called garbage plate, which is literally a plate of like chili and cheese and like it's all the garbage shit on a piece of toast on a paper plate, and that is their culinary staple. Mm-hmm. Shout out Rochester. Anyway,
shout out.
What was I saying?
Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Rochester, New York Board of Tourism. Rochester. Probably shouldn't.
Sauce. That starts with
it's a fucking place on a map. I don't know. Go there sometimes. Or don't. Who gives a shit? Eat a dick. I don't know.
Rochester. It sounds like a fancy butler.
But I assure you, it is not. Wait, can we do a remake of Mr. Belvedere and it's Mr. Rochester? But it shows up like, hey, a little fucking twat. What is this?
If you're British, you say Rochester.
Rochester, sure.
Mr. Belvedere knocked up a lady from Rochester on an old gig he used to have because he was a butler. Like, he was like a new butler when he was like 60, dude. That's gross. That's weird. Like, he's went through some jobs in his life.
Yeah. Wasn't he one of the Watchmen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He banged his way through America. He basically had Brian Dennehy's backstory of like trucker, actor, stuntman.
This is not a great freeze frame of this chick, by the way.
Yeah. Sold a little skeech on the side, and then ended up being a butler for these fucking rich sweater wearing fucking idiots.
Yeah.
She looks like she's having the worst flavor of sour gusher put up her ass.
Or her like 3-year-old nephew just sharded in front of her.
Yeah.
And then she's sharding in front of him.
and his SpongeBob shorts. SpongeBob, tonight's sponsor, SpongeBob.
But you just said you will hook up with the guy on the first meeting.
I will hook up with a guy if me and him start talking and connecting.
As opposed to just randomly.
I've been in a relationship all my life.
Opposed to staring at each other from across the room, and you just point at your coochie and go,
yeah.
And he goes, and you go, and then that's it. There's no vibe there. You just point at the hole.
There's no talking, no connection section.
Right now, you're the one being phony and fake. If you ask all my friends and every guy that I've ever met, they will all tell you how cool I am because I'm so real and I'm so normal and I have nothing to hide and I have nothing to be phony about because people love me for who I am. I don't understand why you say something like that if you don't even know me. Everybody here.
Did you see him look to the director?
He's like, can we cut? Is that what we're...
She's like, can I get the fuck out of here now? Do I have to wait for the cut? Because can I just...
Yeah, she's like intentionally not commenting to get eliminated now. She's like,
I have like, is the ACLU going to back me up if I just get up and walk the fuck out right now? Like,
I just imagined like her wanting to get eliminated. So she just sits there, just leans over and rips the loudest fart right at him to just get eliminated.
No. I wanted to go extra step. Just Gigi Allen, just, and then reach down and then smear it on his face.
I just love the idea of sabotaging her, just ripping the most terrible fart and just looking over like, yeah, that happened.
Or she stands up.
Now you're marinating in this.
Jovovich, right?
Like she just leans over and licks his face.
No. She grabs one of the glasses, stands up, takes a drink, chucks it over her shoulder at the bar back there, chucks a cigarette, and it just lights it on fire, and then walks the fuck off like Mia Jovovich in one of those Resident Evil fucking movies, whatever, however many. Because you see what I'm saying? She's like a model. Like she looks like a model.
Yeah.
Like that's why she's in New York, right? She is too good for whatever is happening here. She's like she's from Indiana. She looks like a model. She's here on a TV show thinking it's going to get her exposure, and she's regretting life right now. That's why this is fascinating.
I mean, to me, just the fact that she's holding her composure through this whole thing.
Yeah. She's too good for this.
To me, that's her strength.
That's the emotion we're reading on her face. She's like, oh God, make it stop.
Yeah, like she might be the 15th Dolly
away. She was lying because that girl looks like she sleeps with every guy, whoever says hi to her at a club.
Javi is fake. Everything about the girl is fake. Her hair, her makeup, her tan, and her personality. She's fake.
Like, I want to hit on her.
Is Kathleen having a hard time fitting in?
I'm just sitting there like I'm trying to say stuff, but they just keep going back and forth, and it's really hard to get a word in, and they just won't stop. It's been like this the entire time.
She's like, I think all
yeah. I'm the first girl in Indiana.
Next Elimidate, you'll be seen double.
One of the best things about being a twin is you can play some good tricks on people. We're going to be swapping in and out.
These girls don't know they're dating
twins.
gosh.
Fucking Winklevoss is going to spray their Facebook seed all over.
When you go to first base.
These guys share everything.
You haven't made out with any of these girls yet, have you?
Or do they?
Yeah, that was good.
Next Elimidate.
One brother does the work and one brother reaps the benefits.
Coming to you from Columbus.
One brother roofies him, the other one, like, what?
You don't get to just... That's a form of rape.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Both of you guys said each other was fake. So who am I?
Has anybody seen Dead
man.
Cronenberg?
Who do I believe?
Hopefully you believe me. Hopefully you believe me.
2000.
Like, I'm telling you the truth. So basically, if you either take what I'm telling you
They're
as
still arguing and won't
or
let him do an
you
elimination.
trust her more. You just met both of us.
But it's all about
it's
the
like
feeling,
real life
honestly.
had an attitude era.
And we didn't. such a great time with you. And I have to say, you're eliminated.
Good, get out.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much
okay, all the ones I like are
Just
out.
pick her, not her. She's too funny.
Bye.
He needs to pick Kathleen because obviously Javi is up.
I missed the entirety of the elimination somehow.
Right. Okay. So we're going in right order. I think we're picking the best.
Right.
Candidates.
No, that's right. All the ones that I liked are gone now. So
yeah, good for them.
Right.
I hope they're having a fucking wonderful life right now somewhere.
Hopefully, believe me. Hopefully, believe me. Like, I'm telling you the truth.
Go back where actually does the elimination because I didn't hear. Like, just start the segment, I guess. Because they're still arguing there.
Play softball. I have a nickname. It's Baywatch.
You run in slow motion when you're going to first base?
These guys share everything.
You haven't made out with any of these girls yet, have you?
Or do they?
Yeah.
Is that good?
That was good.
Next, Elimidate.
One brother does the work, and one brother reaps the
too busy
benefits.
freaked out over the fucking rape episode.
Yeah. Gross.
So we have to watch that, right?
Columbus.
Well, both of you guys said each other was fake, so who am I supposed to believe? Who do I believe?
Hopefully, believe me. Hopefully, believe me. Like, I'm telling you the truth. So basically, if you either take what I'm telling you as sincere or you trust her more, you just met both of us, so...
But it's all about the feeling, honestly. And I have to say, it was such a great time with you. And I have to say, you're eliminated.
Thanks.
But thank you so much for everything.
Smooth move to try to kiss her while eliminating her.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye. Nice to meet you. You need to pick Kathleen because obviously Javi is pathetic, and sweetie, your personality is as fake as your weave, and you need to get a new one.
All right, I can rest easy. All the ones I like.
Round 3, we stayed at the Manhattan and went down to the dance floor.
Yep, dance floor.
I can rest easy because now he's gonna plow somebody. I don't care if he plows. I have no regard for these.
I gotta be honest, Javi was more into dancing.
Of these two, I now hope
Indiana Jones.
So he just stays with the weird chick.
Indiana Jones does not get the bones.
I think I'm a better dancer than Kathleen. She's okay, but I think I'm better.
So after dancing, we went over by the bar and
she is not conversation. Anybody is like, I'm independent, and is like immediately licking your asshole on the first date.
Big red flag.
That was fun.
As we said, real good.
She's trapped by her own psyche.
Two of us, all right?
Problems.
Two of us are sitting here. Is it
look at the spread. He's like Van Damming that chair.
Don't be shy.
I'm not. You know what?
Spreading his jeans, and even the jeans themselves are spreading with the boot cut. 2005.
He's somehow spread even wider than before.
Yeah.
Like he's in a straight Van Damme split.
Yeah.
It's the man spreading version of doing the swing over the bar.
His gooch is getting a breeze right now.
I'm not, you know what, I am being shy. In a way, I'm being shy.
His legs are at 180 degrees. He's technically...
He's being shy.
Just be cool. Just be like, relax.
No, absolutely. I'm here with both of you. I mean, now I have to choose between two girls. Why choose you and why choose you?
I think...
I feel like he was like, did he just get released from prison? And this is like his work release? Like this is his first encounter in the real world after being locked up for many years. Like his behavior is so awkward, right? Like he's not a chill, normal dude. Like, I could feel like I could hang out with the douchebag and at least find some kind of common ground. But this dude is weird.
I think you are very you're shy, you're quiet. But I think if it would just be me and you on our own without someone else, I think we both can have a lot of fun.
I think the same thing. I think we would have a blast, and we live close to each other, so that's great. And I mean, we both have jobs, and
she shit her pants.
That buzzer. Did she do that fart move I pitched earlier?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. No.
Well, what do you think about that?
Did her film break? What's happening? You want to do a real change? God damn it. And look at this. Again, another unfortunate.
They didn't even go to a new place. They're just still at the same bar, by the way.
Yeah. He looks like he's Johnny Depp and Arnie from Gilbert Grape wrapped in the same body.
They didn't even try to go to a new spot. Unless they did, and I just missed it in the transition.
No, they just went behind the other room, over in the other corner, and it's the dance club part of
They're over at the other murder scene now.
At the Marriott lobby bar.
It
Who
does
goes to
look
those?
look
I
a
want
lot
to do
like
one of like
a
super
bowling
sad
alley bar.
locations where one of them is just the free breakfast at the hotel meetup.
Yeah, the Continental.
Then the next one's just like at a CC's Pizza. Like it's just the saddest.
Can we film this someday?
Dude.
Then dinner is back at the same hotel. Continental breakfast.
Just a gray, dirty snow on the ground, Midwestern fucking Sunday afternoon.
They're
at
just
a
walking
Golden
around
Corral.
the Quick Trip, buying stuff off the shelves while they're talking.
Yeah, just one of those fucking days.
Where it's like, all right, we're at a Quick Trip. Get what you want. No more than like 2 hot dogs. Then we're gonna eat it in my car while we film the last part.
We both have had staticky stocking hair from wearing our fucking giant, like just like it's. We try to look fuckable for TV at Golden Corral.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat those last 3 cheese
raps
cubes
at you for a few minutes.
I'm going for dessert. You like vanilla chocolate, or are you all in on the zebra stripe?
Hey. Kathleen took a little shot at me about the whole job thing. I don't think a job has to do with being in a relationship.
Like career-wise, like are you getting a job?
Dude. Okay. Am I getting a job? I'm not really 100% sure of what I want to do, but I definitely have like a million ideas, and I know I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When? When is this going to happen?
When? Soon. Soon.
Boy, this is no plan. A million ideas,
like,
none of which present.
Like,
Soon. This is bad.
Like, when do you want to...
Is this the worst episode we've seen thus far? I think it is.
It's up there.
I think we just watched a house of cards fall down really
I've been
fast. That was
working.
fun.
Yeah. Didn't go to college. I've been working ever since I got out of high school for years and years.
I've been working and making money ever since my stepdad touched me.
Without having a joke, or without having a job. You can't have both these things.
Yeah, these things are normal for your age. This is age appropriate. I judge her.
I definitely have goals for the
No,
future.
her
I
story
mean,
hasn't
I'm
held
living
together
it
at all.
up. I mean, I'm only 21 and I've been traveling, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. And
currently not have a job.
Will Jeff say
And currently be like, oh, I'm working and I have a job and a million ideas. I'm not in school. I might be getting a job soon, maybe. What
do you do? What are you doing?
With Vonage, I talk as much as I want, pay a lot less. It's just $24.99 a month, and that includes voicemail, caller ID, three-way calling, and a lot more. The voice
Did
quality
they
is great,
incorporate another
and I even get to
contestant
keep my
to
same
get this
phone and
dude's
phone
dick?
number.
Like,
I've had
they
Vonage
bring
for
a
4
lobsters, like,
months.
all
Yeah,
right,
there should be
we're
one
down to
person-
2
a
chicks.
long time ago.
You 2 are kind of gross. Let's bring in a lobster.
The world, just the way you talk to it.
Yeah, they should
Wild
bring
card.
Get your first
on all
month
these
free.
episodes,
Call
there should be one
1-800-425-4960.
person who they're not allowed to
That's a
eliminate more
They
pick.
should invite a station.
No.
Auto insurance companies in America.
You bet. Thousands of drivers switch to Esurance every week.
My premise was they should have a person doing something ridiculous like the lobster suit or someone with a big personality that they're not allowed to pick or eliminate that serves as a personality pace car for everyone else.
I like that.
On the go. You've got to have Esurance.
Give your fast free auto
They
insurance
kicked
quote.
out the girl causing all of
A lot of
the
swagger and
adjustable ladder, a
arrogance,
salon
and then
tan
it
at
just
home, their
evolved
products seen on
into
TV in
he's
the
just
6 o'clock
awkward
hour
and like,
required
I
to
don't know if I
They
want to do
kicked
this now.
Today on the
They kicked out the
WB11
girl who was
morning
27 with
Save
life
up to
experience
80%
and a
by
story to
buying
tell
factory
that was
direct. The
interesting,
jewelry
and the
factory
one
also
who was
imports their diamonds
kind of
direct. No one
jading
sells
and
for
jabbing
less.
and starting
Compare
fights.
this
So
designer
all
chain
that's
store's
left are the
91
two
point platinum
quiet
ring
ones
for
who don't do anything on their
with our
own, who
1
bring
carat
nothing to
using
the
perfectly
table.
matched diamonds for
Which is what he wanted.
Circle of Love pendants
Right.
are $89. 3-stone tennis
Subjects.
bracelets are
He wanted
$169.
Also, how
$2
quaint is it that a
and
jewelry
1 carat
commercial
studs
just
are
pitched an
$3.99.
$89
Only the jewelry
bracelet or
factory
whatever?
guarantees
Like,
all
Yeah.
their
And
jewelry
also,
to
wait,
praise
you
for
get a
nothing.
certificate of authenticity, and your fucking weird cousin Guido needs to fucking confirm it.
Take a look at the dude
with
that's
suit.
buying it too. So it's like
Look at the
Corey
dude with the
Feldman's going
beige-
to a wedding.
The dude with the Burlington Coat Factory fucking suit on, confirming, going like, wait, let me check this
on a
out.
website
Looks
that's
legit.
website that's a .tv.
Like in back in 05.
Like that's not
Yeah,
okay.
can I just type in like Matt McInnes .phone and get your number?
I should make sure that's not a-
Nightcourt.tv. Why ain't this shit working, Diane? I don't know.
Circle of Love pendants are $89. 3-stone tennis bracelets are $169. 2-carat $349. And 1-carat studs are $399. Only the Jewelry Factory guarantees all their jewelry to be raised for double. By Factory Direct and Save, the Jewelry Factory in Hackensack.
Yep.
Products like these have made millions of dollars for their inventors. Ordinary people just like you.
I thought of this first, but I waited too long and somebody else got rich.
Any idea, big or small, even an improvement can make millions.
Local characters are New York characters.
Can we just do the whole best of watching New York TV commercials?
Yeah, like, hey, what's up? You been in a crash? I'm a lawyer. You want to talk to the law firm of me?
Ever been in a crash and made money from it? No? Do you wanna?
Hey, you wanna sue some goes
Like I've seen quite a few like local. They're usually New York or New Jersey commercials of like places to get like either fashionable suits or cheap suits. You know, however you swing it, and they're always fantastic because they're always like owned and operated in. But then the commercials clearly by the owner, who just wanted to be in the commercial.
What is that Tribe Called Quest line? Is something about Siemens Furniture. Siemens Furniture is a super local furniture like store, like discount, like Rent-A-Center.
Okay.
So the reference is semen, like it's about busting nuts. But he uses a super local.
The store is called Cum. So
yeah, it's BJ's, but back then for couches.
So also this third segment on the show, they didn't go to a new place and didn't usually go to a new place and do something. He just sat down and was like, "All right, two of you, right?"
They kind of danced a little bit. They danced a little bit, but it felt super awkward. I feel like
I feel like they just were so fixated on the fight.
And they filmed a few seconds of dancing and didn't talk about like, well, we danced and I wanted to see how they didn't talk about the thing. They just
I feel like this is a dud episode. I feel like the people that are participating, they just had to work with what they had to work with. There is a formula or a skeleton to the show, but other personalities tend to drive.
Well, regardless, it was so threadbare. It's not like they went to a new, because even if their personalities were dry, they would have gone to a new place and had dry personalities there. They just didn't even do that. They just okay, film the last part here. Nothing. They didn't order food and talk about like New York. They didn't have an argument over New York pizza or any shit like that.
Or Indiana pizza.
They didn't talk about anything. He just sat them down and was like, so who's fucking me? And they're like, I don't know. If the other one wasn't here, we might fuck. He's like, well, we're going to pick one of you. I don't know. And then he just looked right at the camera and went, go to commercial. Like,
yeah.
So far, they've played half a game of pool, and then he made two of them fight.
Factory Direct and Save, the Jewelry Factory in Hackensack.
Elimidate.
So what's the decision?
The decision?
Yes.
Kathleen, I think you're a great girl, a beautiful girl. Fabi, I think you're such a beautiful girl.
Thank you.
It's stunning, honestly, mind-blowing.
Thank you.
It's gonna be
but I think on a relationship level,
that's totally fine.
I think we might just have our differences, and I think you're such a great person,
fine.
honestly.
I totally agree with you. You're right.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I need to get out.
Well, I'm so sorry.
You're not eliminating me. I'm eliminating you.
Bye.
You always ever seen someone hug the other competitor when they're kicked off?
Good looking. He's okay. I really wasn't feeling him. I'm sure, I mean, there's more to him, but he was just being too shy and too quiet.
We have similar personalities. Honestly,
What's up with her left eye? Is she like having a stroke?
Very classy in the same way I am.
It's brought on by the
values, and I can see it. And that's what I'm into, man.
We have very similar personalities. I see you're very classy the same way I am. Very classy thing to say.
Yeah, I see you like nice fancy shit. You know, like rich people, like pinky out kind of bullshit. You know, fucking around.
Seem like you go to a middle grade store but act like it's nice.
Yeah, you look like someone that'll try to get me interested in Downton Abbey for like an afternoon, and then like fucking forget about it. Fucking eat some brown mustard, take your skirt off. But
you seem so wistful
like the super most awkward, quietest dinner date after this. What do you like? I don't know.
I just can't imagine. the least classy thing a person can do is announce that they are classy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that
inside of a bar called the Crime Scene.
Well, they moved on to Manhattan. This is just like the fucking craft services room at the studio they shot at. It looks
This
like
is the high school at a fucking assembly after hours. Like
just barely
half
looks like
of the lights are on. That kid in the back wearing a Coca-Cola like ironic t-shirt. Ooh.
Yeah, playing beer pong back there.
Yeah.
It just barely looks like a business.
What's your license?
You have values and I can see it. And that's what I'm into. I mean, I have values and I keep to it. I can tell. Very good.
Thanks. Jeff, Kathleen, I think
How does he know
great,
anything about her?
and
She
I
never
think
said
you're
a
really
word and he
nice.
didn't
I don't
ask
know you
her
that
any
well,
questions.
but
I have
from what
zero
I
idea
see,
of her personality.
Look,
I
it's
think
still
you guys would be
broad daylight. Oh, no, that's the light.
I mean, to be frank, that's why I like her the most.
If you love watching Elimidate,
And
well,
they
here's
hug
your
Memphis
chance to
kids.
be
That
on
was-
Elimidate. We may be coming to your town, so get ready. If you're over 21, check us out on the web at elimidate.com.
So, did they ever come to KC?
I don't know. The very first episode we watched was St. Louis.
St. Louis, close enough.
I don't know if they ever made it over to Kansas City. Only seems like in recent years it's been considered a city on a national level.
Yeah.
Who got the biscuits?